Setting personal goals and work goals to future-proof yourself. Sounds good? Well, it is. It's an excellent idea to get the best out of yourself, to take control. Yeah, I'm always talking about controlling the controllables, and setting personal goals is the way to go. How do I go about doing it? Well, I do it a lot. I use my good old trusted notebook. I always think that it's a good idea to have all your notes and ideas at the front of your notebook, all your to-do lists. But at the back of your notebook is where a lot of magic happens. You sit down and think about your ideas, your plans. So yeah, create some thinking time to sit and think about, yeah, what is it that I would like to do? What are the things that I keep saying to myself that I'd like to do, but I never get round to doing them? We always have these great ideas, pipe dreams, we sort of sit and daydream about. Well, you know, there's a lovely phrase. You don't have to be great to get started, but you do have to get started to be great. So how do we go about doing it? Well, the first thing you've got to do is decide and just create a list of realistic things that you would like to do. Be specific about what it is you want to achieve. Perhaps it's to get fit to a certain level. It's to learn to cook. It's learn to take on a new language, start reading more books. It doesn't matter what it is. Just start making a note of these things, the things that you'd really, really like to do. And once you've done that, this is where we now need some action. Don't think about the end goal of these. Think about just the little steps to get you up and running, and start recording these. Perhaps share them with somebody else. We call them being accountable. So if you share your goals with somebody else, you think, oh gosh, I need to go and do those now. So spend some time producing your lists and then thinking about specifically what is it that I want to achieve. We can then obviously measure and see that how we're progressing, and starting to think about what the first two steps in to get us up and running. So it may be that you want to decide to go travelling. Obviously the first thing you've got to do is to decide where it is you'd like to go. Perhaps you want to go to Italy or Rome for a weekend. Well, I dare say the first thing you've got to do is to think about who you want to go with. So have a few conversations with people and then get the diary out of when you could go. So the first step is finding someone to go with. The second step is obviously fix it in the diary. The third step is doing the research. So just do those steps in a logical order. And then as soon as you realise, you're up and running. Yeah, and you'll be, you know, getting on the plane to go to Rome, which is a nice thing. It may be you want to get fit, and there again we start thinking about training plans and all sorts of things. Yeah, they're great, but not yet. The first thing you've got to do, perhaps you want to go running. Just get some trainers, put some running gear on and go through the front door. Step one. Step two is just see if you can run for, say, I don't know, 400 or 500 yards up the road. Yeah, so 2 steps to get you up and running. Come back and go, oh, yeah, so what am I going to do next time? I'm just going to go that little bit further. So we just need to think of the little steps. Don't worry about applying for marathons yet. That's in the future. Same with going to the gym. Sometimes you've just got to get your kit on and go to the gym. That's the hardest part, getting out the front door. Sometimes we just need to focus on those little steps that create bigger steps, and hey, after a while we've got ourselves into the culture of going to the gym on a regular basis. It may be that you want to play a musical instrument. Well, just pick the musical instrument up and just start playing. Then perhaps go onto YouTube, start looking for some videos that can help you. It may be that you've got to book some lessons, you've got to do some research. Don't worry about playing in the Royal Albert Hall yet. That's to come. You've got to start from somewhere. Remember, you don't have to be great to get started, but you do have to get started to be great. So just spend some time to start off with thinking, what is it I'd like to do? And then for each activity or goal that you decide to go for, just work out what are the first 2 steps you need to do. Set yourself some timelines, crack on and enjoy the journey. Need any help? Please do get in contact.